Have you ever felt exhausted even after getting enough sleep? Have you ever noticed that small problems suddenly feel overwhelming? Or that things you once enjoyed no longer make you happy? Sometimes our minds send quiet warning signs long before we realize something is wrong. These signs often appear slowly and silently, and because they don't seem serious at first, many people ignore them. But over time, these small signals can reveal that your mental health is struggling and needs attention. The truth is that mental health challenges do not always appear in obvious ways. They can hide behind everyday feelings like tiredness, frustration, or constant worry. Many people continue with their daily lives without realizing that their mind is under too much pressure. Welcome to Mental Health Simplified by Humph, a place where we break down important mental health topics in a simple and easy to understand way, so you can better understand your mind and take care of your well-being. In today's video, we are going to talk about 7 silent signs that your mental health may be struggling. These are signs that many people experience but often overlook. By learning to recognize them, you can begin to understand what your mind might be trying to tell you. Before we begin, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss content that helps you grow, understand yourself better, and live a healthier life. Now, let's begin with the first silent sign that your mental health may be struggling. Sign 1. Constant exhaustion. Constant exhaustion is one of the most common silent signs that your mental health may be struggling. This type of exhaustion is different from the normal tiredness that comes after a long day of work or physical activity. Instead, it is a deeper kind of fatigue that seems to stay with you no matter how much rest you get. You may sleep for many hours and still wake up feeling drained, unmotivated, or mentally foggy. Tasks that once felt simple can begin to feel overwhelming, and even small responsibilities may require a great amount of effort. When the mind is under constant stress or emotional pressure, it uses a lot of energy trying to process thoughts, worries, and feelings, and over time this can leave you feeling completely worn out. Mental exhaustion can build up slowly, especially when someone is dealing with ongoing stress, responsibilities, or emotional struggles. For example, constantly worrying about work, finances, relationships, or personal expectations can keep the mind active even when the body is trying to rest. The brain continues to process problems, replay conversations, and anticipate future challenges. This constant mental activity can prevent the mind from fully relaxing, which means the body never truly recharges. As a result, you may find yourself feeling tired throughout the day, lacking motivation, and struggling to concentrate on tasks that once felt easy. Over time, constant exhaustion can begin to affect many areas of life. It can reduce productivity, make social interactions feel draining, and lower your ability to cope with everyday stress. You may start to feel frustrated with yourself for not having the same level of energy you once had, which can create even more pressure and emotional strain. Recognizing this kind of exhaustion is important because it signals that your mind may need rest, balance, and support. Taking time to slow down, creating healthier routines, and giving yourself space to recover mentally can help restore your energy and protect your overall well-being. Sign 2. Losing interest in things you enjoyed. Losing interest in things you once enjoyed is another silent sign that your mental health may be struggling. Activities that once brought you happiness, excitement, or relaxation may suddenly begin to feel uninteresting or even exhausting. Hobbies, social gatherings, creative activities, or simple pleasures like listening to music or watching your favorite shows may no longer give you the same sense of enjoyment. Instead of feeling energized by these activities, you might feel indifferent, disconnected, or simply too tired to participate. This change can happen gradually, making it difficult to notice at first, but over time it can create a sense of emptiness or lack of fulfillment in everyday life. This loss of interest often occurs when emotional energy becomes depleted. When the mind is dealing with ongoing stress, anxiety, or emotional pressure, it begins to focus more on survival and coping rather than enjoyment. The brain may become overwhelmed by worries, responsibilities, or unresolved emotions, leaving little mental space for pleasure or curiosity. As a result, things that once felt exciting may start to feel meaningless or unimportant. A person might cancel plans with friends, stop engaging in hobbies, or avoid activities they once looked forward to. This is not because they no longer care, but because their mind is struggling to find the emotional energy needed to participate. Over time, losing interest in enjoyable activities can lead to a cycle where isolation and lack of stimulation make mental health challenges even stronger. When people withdraw from the things that once brought them joy, they may begin to feel disconnected from themselves and from others. Recognizing this sign is important because it signals that the mind may need care and attention. Reintroducing small, manageable activities, spending time with supportive people, and allowing yourself moments of rest and reflection can slowly help rebuild that sense of interest and enjoyment. Even small steps toward reconnecting with the things you love can begin to restore emotional balance and improve overall well-being. Sign 3. Overthinking everything. Overthinking everything is another silent sign that your mental health may be struggling. Overthinking happens when your mind becomes trapped in a constant cycle of analyzing, worrying, and replaying situations again and again. You may find yourself thinking about conversations long after they have ended, wondering if you said the wrong thing or if someone misunderstood you. Simple decisions may begin to feel complicated, and your mind may start imagining different outcomes, many of which are negative or stressful. Instead of allowing thoughts to pass naturally, the mind keeps returning to the same worries, creating a feeling of mental pressure that can be difficult to escape. When someone is overthinking, the brain is constantly trying to solve problems or prevent possible mistakes. While thinking carefully about decisions can sometimes be helpful, excessive thinking often creates more stress than clarity. The mind begins to focus on what could go wrong rather than what is actually happening in the present moment. This can lead to anxiety, self-doubt, and difficulty concentrating on daily tasks. Over time, overthinking can make a person feel mentally exhausted because the brain is working nonstop, even during moments that should be calm or relaxing. Recognizing overthinking is important because it can slowly affect confidence, emotional balance, and peace of mind. When the mind is always searching for problems or replaying past experiences, it becomes harder to enjoy the present or feel mentally relaxed. Learning to manage overthinking involves developing healthier ways to process thoughts, such as focusing on the present moment, setting boundaries for worrying, and practicing activities that calm the mind. Taking breaks from stressful thoughts and allowing yourself time to rest mentally can help restore clarity and create a more balanced way of thinking. Sign 4. Avoiding people or social situations. Avoiding people or social situations is another silent sign that your mental health may be struggling. When someone begins to withdraw from friends, family, or social activities, it is often a response to mental or emotional fatigue rather than a lack of interest in others. Social interactions, which once felt enjoyable or energizing, may start to feel exhausting or overwhelming. Even simple tasks like replying to messages, attending events, or talking on the phone can seem like heavy burdens. This withdrawal can happen gradually, and at first, it may seem like a preference for alone time, but over time it can indicate that the mind is under stress and needs support. Social avoidance often occurs because the mind is overloaded or emotionally drained. When stress, anxiety, or emotional challenges build up, interacting with others can require more energy than a person feels they have to give. Being around people may feel like too much effort, even when the people around you are supportive. This withdrawal is the brain's way of conserving energy and protecting itself from further emotional strain. However, while it may feel like a temporary relief, prolonged isolation can actually increase feelings of loneliness and worsen mental health over time. Recognizing social withdrawal as a warning sign is important because it highlights the need for care and attention. Encouraging yourself to maintain even small social connections, like sending a message to a trusted friend or participating in short activities with others, can slowly help rebuild energy and emotional balance. Understanding that avoiding people is not a personal failing, but rather a sign that your mind may need rest or support, allows you to approach your mental health with compassion. By taking small steps to re-engage socially at your own pace, you can strengthen your resilience and protect your overall well-being. Sign 5. Small problems feel huge. Small problems feeling huge is another silent sign that your mental health may be struggling. When your mind is under prolonged stress or emotional strain, even minor challenges can start to feel overwhelming. Tasks that were once simple, like replying to an email, completing a small chore, or making a routine decision, can suddenly feel like enormous burdens. You may notice yourself getting frustrated easily, feeling irritated over minor inconveniences, or becoming emotionally reactive in situations that previously felt manageable. This heightened sensitivity is often your mind's way of signaling that it is carrying more than it can comfortably handle. This reaction happens because stress and emotional fatigue reduce the brain's ability to process challenges calmly and rationally. When mental energy is low, the mind struggles to find solutions or maintain perspective, causing small issues to appear larger than they really are. Thoughts can spiral, worries multiply, and a minor mistake or delay can feel catastrophic. Over time, this can make everyday life feel exhausting and create a constant sense of pressure, leaving you anxious or emotionally drained. It is not a reflection of personal weakness, but rather an indication that your mind needs support and rest. Recognizing when small problems feel overwhelming is important because it allows you to take proactive steps to protect your mental health. Techniques such as breaking tasks into smaller steps, practicing mindfulness, taking short breaks, and prioritizing self-care can help reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed. Talking to a trusted friend, family member, or professional can also provide perspective and relief. By acknowledging that your mind may be stretched too thin and giving it the care it needs, you can regain clarity, emotional stability, and the ability to handle challenges without feeling weighed down by them. Sign 6. Changes in sleep patterns. Changes in sleep patterns are another silent sign that your mental health may be struggling. Sleep is one of the most important indicators of mental well-being, and when your mind is under stress or emotional strain, it can disrupt your normal sleep routine. You might find yourself struggling to fall asleep at night, waking up frequently, or sleeping far more than usual without feeling rested. Even when you manage to get enough hours of sleep, you may still wake up feeling groggy, unfocused, or mentally drained. These changes are often subtle at first, but over time they can significantly impact your mood, concentration, and overall mental resilience. Sleep disruptions often occur because the mind is overactive or overwhelmed. When worries, anxiety, or unprocessed emotions keep the brain alert, it becomes difficult to relax enough for deep, restorative sleep. On the other hand, some people may sleep excessively as a way for the mind to escape from stress or difficult emotions. Both insufficient and excessive sleep can create a cycle where the mind becomes increasingly tired and the stress worsens, which in turn makes healthy sleep even more difficult. Understanding that these changes are a warning sign rather than a personal failing is crucial for protecting your mental health. Recognizing changes in sleep patterns early allows you to take steps to restore balance. Establishing a consistent sleep routine, limiting screen time before bed, practicing relaxation techniques, and managing stress throughout the day can improve the quality of your sleep. Additionally, seeking support from a professional if sleep problems persist is a smart and proactive choice. By paying attention to your sleep and addressing disruptions, you give your mind the opportunity to recover, maintain emotional stability, and improve overall well-being. Sign 7. Feeling emotionally numb. Feeling emotionally numb is another silent sign that your mental health may be struggling. Emotional numbness occurs when you find it difficult to feel joy, sadness, excitement, or even anger. Life may start to feel muted, as if everything is happening around you but not really reaching you. You might go through your daily routines on autopilot, reacting to situations without much emotional engagement. Hobbies, relationships, and experiences that once felt meaningful may no longer evoke strong feelings. This numbness is often the mind's way of protecting itself from overwhelming stress or unresolved emotions, but it can leave you feeling disconnected from yourself and the world around you. This state often develops gradually, making it easy to overlook until it begins to affect your quality of life. People experiencing emotional numbness may feel distant from loved ones, struggle to connect with friends, or feel like they are watching life rather than actively living it. It can also be accompanied by a sense of emptiness or detachment, where emotions feel muted or flattened. While it may feel safer to remain detached, this emotional shutdown can prevent the mind from processing stress, healing from challenges, or experiencing the richness of everyday life. Recognizing emotional numbness as a warning sign is crucial because it signals the need for care and support. Reconnecting with your feelings through small, mindful actions like journaling, talking to someone you trust, engaging in creative activities, or practicing self-reflection can help bring back emotional awareness. Seeking professional help, such as counseling or therapy, can provide tools to safely process emotions and restore balance. By acknowledging emotional numbness and taking steps to address it, you can gradually re-engage with your feelings, rebuild meaningful connections, and strengthen your overall mental health. If you notice any of these signs in yourself, it's important to take action and care for your mental health before small struggles grow into bigger challenges. The first step is simply acknowledging what you're feeling. Many people ignore warning signs or try to push through, but recognizing that your mind needs attention is a sign of strength. not weakness. Start by giving yourself permission to take breaks when you feel overwhelmed, and allow moments of rest throughout your day. Small actions, like stepping away from stressful situations or practicing deep breathing, can make a big difference in helping your mind regain balance. Another important step is to talk to someone you trust. Sharing your thoughts and feelings with a friend, family member, or mentor can help relieve mental pressure and provide perspective. Sometimes just expressing what's on your mind can lift a significant weight and make you feel less alone. If the challenges feel persistent or intense, seeking professional help from a counselor, therapist, or mental health professional is a smart and proactive choice. Professionals can provide tools, strategies, and support tailored to your specific situation, helping you navigate stress, anxiety, or emotional difficulties in a healthy way. In addition to rest and support, healthy daily habits play a crucial role in protecting your mental health. Prioritize quality sleep, maintain a balanced diet, engage in regular physical activity, and spend time doing things that bring you joy or relaxation. Limiting exposure to toxic environments, negative influences, or constant stressors can also help preserve mental energy. Remember, taking care of your mind is just as important as taking care of your body. By combining rest, support, and healthy habits, you create a foundation for resilience, emotional stability, and overall well-being, allowing you to handle life's challenges with more clarity and strength. Remember this. Noticing these silent signs is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that you are aware and ready to take care of your mind. Everyone faces challenges at some point, and taking steps to support your mental health is one of the strongest things you can do for yourself. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and giving yourself the time, space, and attention to nurture it allows you to live more fully, think more clearly, and connect more deeply with the people and activities that matter to you. If this video helped you understand the subtle signs that your mental health may be struggling, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to Mental Health Simplified by Humph, and hit the notification bell so you never miss content that helps you grow. Stay balanced and take care of your mind. Share this video with someone who might need to hear these signs today, because awareness can truly make a difference. Always remember, taking care of your mind is not selfish, it is necessary. Be kind to yourself, listen to your needs, and take small steps every day to protect and strengthen your mental health. Your mind matters, and by nurturing it, you are creating a foundation for a happier, healthier, and more fulfilling life.